this AI thing.
Yeah.
Let me speak to it for a moment.
As a human
being, Chris Demm showed me something yesterday. He said, emergency soft copy AI edition.
I rarely do that.
That is a rarity. When you get emergency soft copy,
AI.
I mean, I looked right at it. Of course I did. And now I've seen the story a few different places. Suzanne Summers' husband.
Oh, God, I've seen this.
This is the scariest thing you'll see all Halloween season.
Suzanne Summers.
I don't.
Oh, my God.
I don't say this lightly, but I think somebody needs to check on him. Like they need to call in.
Yeah.
Like the supervision.
When I read about what he was doing,
when did Suzanne passed when?
3 years ago. Suzanne Summers. I'm going to make sure of that. Let me get to the actual article that I was reading about.
70s TV actress and then style icon.
Yeah.
And fitness icon.
Fitness.
Yeah.
And she well, first of all, Three's Company, and then in the 80s, 90s, she's on another
Step by
Step
Step.
by Step.
You're right.
She was on TV for a while. She died in 2023, and she had been with Alan Hamill, her husband. They had been together 50 years. He was obviously heartbroken. And so when she died, he went about the work of making an AI version of Suzanne Summers. And when I first read it in the emergency soft copy piece, it was described, I thought it was going to be like a computer version of Suzanne Summers where he could go on, click a link, and there would be her image talking to only him. But then I saw her on TV, the thing he's created, and it is a robot that answers questions.
It's three-dimensional.
I mean, it's a robot. It's like in his living room, and it looks, I mean, it's supposed to look like Suzanne Summers. I don't think it really does. It moves slowly, just like a robot. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this is not the final version. We're going to get more and more realistic. And AI took all her interviews she ever did, all her books on tape, everything she ever has said publicly. And so when you ask her a question, it'll spit out an answer for you. So he's like, this is like the next best thing to having Suzanne here. And he said, Suzanne was completely for this. We've been talking about this for years. And she said, once I pass, make a robot version of me.
Well, of course, there's only one question that most everyone wants to know.
Obviously.
Is he banging it?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Dad, you bang. And
Can you bang robot Suzanne Summers?
I saw it on Entertainment Tonight, and I felt like they left
Is she built for pleasure?
Right. So they didn't ask that question. Obviously, when I asked, can you bang robot Suzanne Summers? And he did not reveal.
I mean, we all know they make fake things.
Yes.
So could he attach one to her and, lay her down on the bed?
If they're going to make a robot Suzanne Summers, why not make it that
It would not shock me, based on what we know about these two when they were living, both living.
Yes.
That he would have made, or she would have helped him make, a cast of herself, a mold of her most intimate area.
Those two are so blazingly in love. I remember, like, on her 75th birthday, only a couple of years before she passed,
they would always do naked photo shoots.
He took her out for naked photos.
I remember they did it on the side of the highway one time.
She had to hide behind a bush, behind a cactus, while he photographed her. They were really into each other sexually, which, hey, good for you, great. But this thing, we're going a step too far.
See, now you're with me. Because a long time you were, oh, no, this could be great. And I said, no, because we're going to blur the lines between real and fake too much, where AI will eventually just give us everything we want, and then we won't know reality anymore.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I always have, except that, like, there was somebody recent. Oh, it was Robin Williams. Robin Williams' daughter was saying, stop sending me AI-generated videos of my dad saying, I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. I miss you, and I'm here in heaven. But I thought, if I got a message on my phone from my parents saying, hey, we're great, we miss you, it would make me feel good.
You'd save it forever.
I would save it forever. It'd be like, oh my God, it's just like them. So that would make me feel
even though you
good.
know it isn't.
Exactly. I mean, I could separate. I know that's not them, but what a great, it's just nice to have a reminder of who they were and what they were in a form I can't even make. I can't do that. Now, this to me, though, if he's banging... You cannot bang.
Now, we don't know this.
No,
but
we don't.
We're just questioning.
I'm questioning it. This was a little more than... But I wouldn't want a robot version of my mother. Or would I?
What about your wife?
Yeah.
Would I want a robot version of my wife after she?
Oh, I
passed
think
away?
you'd love that because anytime your wife critiqued you, you could go to your robot mother and she'd be like, "You are fine how you are."
Ooh, have the dueling robots in your life. That'd be interesting.
Mother and wife.
Because, see, with robot wife, you could finally do all the things you wanted to do. Sell your mountain bike.
Yeah.
Try and stop me.
Get rid of all the fitness equipment in your basement.
Oh, yeah, you can't tell me what to do. And she'd,
Throw out everything in the garage. Throw out everything.
and I could just mute her. I could just turn,
Yeah.
just unplug her.
You can make her say things like, "You're so strong throwing away all those boxes."
Because she does what I want.
Yeah.
I'm the guy. I'm in charge.
Yeah.
AI can make her any
All
way
those
I want.
workouts are paying off. Look at you throwing away all that garbage.
Yes. Then yes, I would want a robot.
So you're you're Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And these are the monsters.
yeah, that's right.
We've been obsessed with this
For years.
forever.
He's done it. He's got a robot version of Suzanne Summers, his wife, and I mean it's her voice. It's all her interviews and everything.
Your wife is a somewhat trained psychologist or in the field.
yes.
What would she say about this?
Oh.
Would she say it stunts the proper grieving process?
She hated it. We saw it on TV last night. She's like, "Look at this." She just called him a loon, for even
can't do that.
constructing this.
Well, she's not on.
No, she wasn't.
They
That's
don't
true.
have a HIPAA agreement.
Yeah.
She wasn't on. She's just like, "Look at this loon."
I do wonder how many therapists after somebody leaves are like, Jesus, God. I'd love to hear from an anonymous therapist
Yeah.
who really, because, they give you the lines, "We don't judge, I'm trained." But I bet some people hear stuff and after they leave, they're like, "Oh, God."
You think the reception's like, "How did the session go?" Cuckoo.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is great. He's beyond my help. I mean, I'll charge him $200 an hour, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
no way. There's no fixing that guy. Maybe.
I've come across something inappropriate AI as well. I don't know who is doing this, but somebody is making Bob Barker AI, but it's very offensive.
Oh, offensive Bob Barker.
Yeah, like hosting
old
the
game
Price
shows?
is Right. Yeah,
And saying inappropriate.
inappropriate
Oh,
things.
I've seen a couple of these clips.
Yeah, where
people who have, for instance, what we used to call handicaps are given prizes that they could never use.
We're going too far. This is too far.
Are we?
Yes, this is too
well,
far.
and I don't know. This AI is really well done because it sounds a lot like Barker.
It's eerie.
It is like one larger woman. She's and again, all this is AI.
Yeah.
They have a larger woman spin the wheel, and he's like, "Good God, you big back bitch! Over the line! Don't break the wheel!
We're not doing this.
Over the line!"
That is
Another
over the line.
Another big woman. He's like, "Let's see what you've won." The curtain comes back, and it's a scale. He's like, "Get on over there, hop on it."
Or there's people in wheelchairs with, dirt bikes.
Yeah. They had
I can't stand
a
for
dwarf win a ladder. He's like, "Get on over there, crawl up it."
You don't.
It's wrong.
He's
It is wrong.
The man's a legend. The man is It's Bob Barker. I grew up with Bob Barker and Suzanne Summers. I used to watch them back to back. In the summer, they'd be on a rerun of Three's Company into Price is Right. And I mean, come on. We just can't do this. Do you know this? Here's something interesting from Suzanne Summers' husband. They interviewed him, and he's like, "Oh, Suzanne and I talked about this all the time. We've been talking about this for 30 years. If there ever is the technology, if one of us passed away, make a robot version of the other one." And then he said, now, I don't believe this can possibly be true. He said, in our last 42 years together, I guess they were married 42 years and together for 50. He goes, in 42 years, we never spent 1 hour apart. Not 1 hour. Now, he was her manager and all that, too, so he was with her on all her shoots and everything. And I thought, can that possibly be true? Not 1 hour. He didn't go play golf without her one time. That's 4
She
or
never
5.
went off and had a girls' weekend in Palm
I mean,
Springs.
She never went for a girls' weekend. She never went and said, "I'm going to get my hair done."
Yeah,
He
no one
didn't go
ran
with
to the store.
it. Come on, for an hour, they weren't. I thought.
I mean, he might be glazing.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it had to be glazing. There's no way. I just turned to my wife and I said,
I'm going to play pickleball for 5 hours.
Exactly. I said, "I'll be back in 5 hours. This is ridiculous."
I'll see you when I see you.
Exactly. I mean, I thought.
Don't let the dog eat my socks.
I just think this is not healthy. This is.
I think he's romanticizing, I think, what they had. Now, they probably did spend most of their time together.
because
I
he was in her work. I mean,
I got no problem or
No, I have no problem
issue
with it.
believing that.
But he took the time to say we never were apart for more than an hour.
There may be couples that could say that. There can't be many.
No. How could it? I mean, you got a job. You know, somebody, you got to go off and work. Now, they worked together.
But she was his job.
That's right. They worked together.